Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Builds. I'm your host, Michael May, and today, listen, y'all, we got a good one today, y'all. We got a good one. Listen, man, first of all, good morning. God bless y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you. I'm so grateful that God gave y'all another day. Gave me another day. I'm feeling great this morning. Yeah, today's gonna be a good one, man. Today's gonna be a good one. On this segment of Man Talk, we're gonna speak about why women can't and probably will never accept polygyny/polygamy, whatever the case. And today is a great example. And I want you guys to understand. Matter of fact, if you guys don't mind me real fast, hold up. Because I actually wanted to change the, actually, no, that's fine. I'll leave it like this. What I wanted to explain to you guys was this, right? The sad reality of it is this. If women actually understood the purpose, hold on, let me rephrase that. If men and women actually understood the purpose of polygamy, polygyny, and the only practice that I approve of is the same one that has the biblical principle, which is a man with multiple wives. Now, I want you to understand. I truly believe if men and women both decided to actually learn things instead of just adapting what your parents taught you when you were raised, I think that the world would be way better off for it. Because I want you guys to understand, a lot of you guys have belief systems because of your parents. A lot of you guys, if you really pay attention, a lot of your beliefs do not come from you. They come from what your parents taught you, from what your parents put on you. As you got older, you just never chose to break out of that onto your own. Now, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I want to dive right in. But I'm going to show you guys the proof as to what I'm saying, why women will never and probably won't ever in their history of their life, even if they understood it, it's gonna take, listen fellas, hear me out. It's gonna take the truest form of a woman to understand this stream. Fellas, now I wanna say this, if you're at work, put your headset on. I'm not responsible for you. If you are somewhere watching this in your job, and you know that what I'm saying could offend people or affect people around you, please put your headset on, because this is not, I tell you guys, I come to offend. I am here to offend you, because if I don't offend you, you're never going to change. Now, let's say shout out to Judith this morning. We got what's up, True in chat, what up? Prophet was good. He goes, True, unless she's a 304, these modern women ain't going for it. See, that's where you're wrong. See, because you're saying unless she's a 304, which is a whore. But a whore, you can say that because in the biblical, you can say that. Unless she's a whore, they're not going for it. See, that's where you're wrong. Because this is where I need the men to understand that if you are a man of God, this is where they say you're supposed to be seeking people. How do they say it? You should be what is it? Like you should be. I'm forgetting it because I'm like so far past this So if I press the comment, um, you should be equally yoked. Cause hear me, I want you guys to understand, fellas. Listen to me. Just because, and I'm gonna hurt you guys today. Just because somebody says they believe in God, that doesn't mean that they know them. That doesn't know them. That I don't mean that they know Him. Y'all have to understand the difference. And this is something that I need y'all guys to understand. Today's conversation is not going to be popular. It's not going to be for everybody. Feel free to share the video, because you know what I'm saying? This is something that women, and the reason why today's stream is very important for women is because I'm going to show you guys how and why I understand women, but I'm going to show you guys also the reason why men get it wrong. People, I always tell you guys, I'm a man of God. I'm a man of Yah. I practice polygyny. I believe in the covering of more than one woman, if that are under my care. But I need you guys to understand something, right? The problem is this: a lot of you guys think about polygamy, and you guys think about it the wrong way. Fellas, I'm gonna say this again. True. So why don't you ever encourage men to practice polygyny? But we know you practice polygyny, but why don't you encourage men to practice polygyny? Because most of you guys are not leaders. Most of you guys are not true to yourself. And the truth of the matter is this: if a man, listen to me, this is where you guys go wrong. If a man is truly practicing polygyny, though the word polygamy is there, but polygyny is the practice of a man with more than one wife, right? I want you to understand something, right? Because even a concubine in the Bible is a wife. She's a lower tier wife. And I'll explain that to you guys in a little bit too. Kind of a lot of you guys been asking me this question, right? A lot of you guys, what you don't understand is, Goldie, what up? What you guys don't understand is this: if you're practicing polygyny the correct way, all of the benefit goes to the women and the children. See, this is the part. This is the part that separates the boys from the men. This is the part that separates me understanding that you are a true man of God and understanding that you are a lustful man, and you want to use polygyny and God's law as a way to make an excuse for yourself. See, I don't excuse no man. I don't excuse no man. I don't excuse no man. Am I past 10-minute mark? I'm past 10-minute mark. Thank you. Woo, Heavenly Father. Cause you lying sacks of shit. This is the reason why you, and I mind you, some of y'all be like, but true, why do you come at us like that? I always tell y'all, I truly believe in my heart, God gives me this fire, this passion to talk with the way, because hear me, sometimes, and I'll be honest with you, I know who I'm talking to. I know who I'm talking to. I know my audience. Because you want to know why? If it was that people understood what I was saying, you know what I would have in my comment section? I agree. I understand. That's how I know. So the people I'm speaking to are people who are skeptical about God and his laws and humanity and how things work. Ready? Even something as simple as just the basic laws of life, of physics. Ready? Some of you guys don't understand this. Now, though I have training, I am in the armed service. You guys understand that. And y'all guys know what I do. There are words that you don't tell somebody in the heat of debate. Calm down. Relax. Stay calm. Like, there are certain things you do not say, and they show you Try to use different phrases. Hey, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Allow me to help you. Let me understand what you. I'm trying to understand, but you're still at a heightened level, and I'm here. Look at me. Like they train you in different ways to how to keep people calm, but you guys don't have the training. One, you guys don't seek the information. Let's be clear, fellas. Us as men, we don't seek information because we think that we know it all. Ready? I'm gonna give you an example. We all have a friend. Listen, we all of us fellas have a friend, and maybe you're that friend. So if I offend you, good. I'm here to offend you. We all have a friend that every time you say something, yo, did you see on the news XYZ? Yeah, I know. Have you ever met somebody that always said, yeah, I know? Get rid of them. Because you can't teach them nothing, because they all seeing, all knowing, and you have to get rid of those people. You want to know why? Because somebody like that is going to bring you down. But now back to the topic, because I had to get that out, right? Some of you guys, so true, why you a man that practices polygyny, why don't you promote it? Why don't you encourage us men? Because some of you men don't have the balls. 1. 2, some of you men are liars. Lying. Some of you men are liars. 3, and this is the hardest one, fellas, because y'all can sit here and argue with me all you want. Y'all can argue with me all you want. You niggas don't like to talk. You don't like to talk. Fellas, the third one is key. You guys don't like to express yourself. Let me give you an example. Fellas, I did a video a few months back on showing you guys the proper way to apologize. See, because you guys think you're doing something wrong. You go, baby, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please. Perdóname, please. Papá Dios. So you think by saying I'm sorry, it means something. First of all, y'all guys do know there's a huge difference between I apologize and I'm sorry, right? Because some of you guys, I did a video on this. Some of you guys may not understand the difference between I apologize and I'm sorry. I apologize means I still stand on what I said, but I apologize that I hurt you. I'm sorry means I am absolutely sorry. Now, fellas, hear me. Because maybe some of you guys went through a situation, and I always tell you guys, do you know how to properly apologize? And let's say like your lady came to you, your wife, your woman, your girlfriend came to you, baby, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And you're like, okay, baby, okay, honey. All right, honey, just relax, breathe. Relax, I need you to breathe. Some of you guys don't know how to receive an apology. Baby, honey, I apologize and I am sorry. I will never do it again. Okay, honey, relax. All right. Do what again? What I did, baby, I cheated on you and I'm so sorry and I'm... Okay. Baby, relax. Fellas, don't tune me out. Listen to me. Look at me. Okay, baby, relax. Prophet says, true, I agree with you to a point, but society has programmed a lot of us people to think polygamy is wrong. So a lot of people are not knowledgeable. Yes, well, today they're getting that knowledge. I want you to understand. So back to the apologies. Okay, baby, all right, but baby, listen. Okay, relax. What triggered you to step out on me? What triggered you to step out on me? If, fellas, even you, baby, I'm so sorry. Okay, and she comes and goes, okay, baby, you sorry, okay, but why? What triggered you? Oh, I don't know, and I don't know. The journal said. How can you expect somebody to forgive you if you don't even know why you did it in the first place? What triggered you to want to step out on her? Because you can't answer that, you shouldn't be forgiven. Because saying I'm sorry is not an apology. I hope you guys understood what I just said. And for those on the playback, hit the like button, y'all. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, because I really need y'all guys to understand what's happening today. Because this is the reason why we live in a world where we don't know how to get to the principal point. We don't know how to get to the principle, to the bottom. Now, like I said, if you can't answer what triggered you, ready? I know some guys who are stand-up dudes, and the minute they start hitting that bottle, doop, 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 they become somebody else. If drinking alcohol is a trigger for you, fellas, if your lady says, honey, I know it's triggering you, because all year you good, but the minute you start drinking, you turn into somebody else. So now that's how she's gonna hold you accountable. Cause now you apologize, baby. What did you apologize for? Baby, I cheated on you, I'm sorry, and this and that. I was out drinking with my friends. What triggered you? I don't know. Cause every other time you're good, you don't have no problems. You ain't hollering at no girls, you a faithful man, but the minute you start doop, 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 so then you can't control your liquor. That's how she's gonna hold you accountable. Now, let's place the same thing on polygamy. Now, I'm gonna use the word polygamy, but the one I'm really using is called polygyny, which is a man practicing having more than one wife. Because I want to be clear, I don't know. I want you to understand. Polygamy is the umbrella, and they try to shove different things underneath it. Now, fellas, I want you to understand something, because you're gonna see a lot in this video today, and I'm hoping to offend you. Y'all already know how I do. I'm hoping to offend you. Now, what you're gonna see in this video is why I tell you guys, good morning, is why I tell you guys not to practice polygyny. Because you guys aren't ready for it. Now, I will say this. Polygyny is not for every man. So, fellas, if you're watching and you don't believe in polygyny, bravo. I respect. This is not... See, hear me out. There are some men who are self-aware. There are some men who are very self-aware. And they know, I ain't trying to deal with all this headaches. I'm good. But you ready? So then, now I'm gonna say this, I'm here to offend you. So you don't want to deal with more than one woman. So if the day ever comes that you cheat on your wife, be ready for me to call you a piece of shit. Cause that's exactly what, I'm not gonna call you anything else. I'm not gonna say, oh, we're all born sinners and no one should judge, because God said no one can judge me but God. I'm gonna call you a piece of shit because I'm allowed to call you a piece of shit. You wanna know why? Because you motherfuckers who think that the Bible says only God can judge, show me. Show me. Show me where it says that, and I will show you a liar. That's not what it says. He has the final judgment, but I am allowed to make a righteous judge. I'm allowed to make a righteous judgment. Ready? Let me show you guys what a righteous judgment is. Who's seen that movie? Where's the nigga where the guy was like, was it Menace to Society? Where the guy was riding around and he was like, Ricky, and he got shot, and he got in the car with his son, Mark Cuban Jr., whatever his name is, and he said, yo, fellas, let me out. Fellas, let me out. And they all thought that he was soft. And he said, let me out. Cause that's a righteous judgment. Yeah, they killed my homie, but we about to roll on them fools. But you know what? I'm gonna let y'all dudes go over there. Boys in the, see, somebody was gonna know. See, so you ready? That's a righteous judgment. I have friends that I love that I can't hang out with. You wanna know why? Cause they do that hitting that. They be doing lines. I can't fuck. I love them, but I love them so much that, you know what? I gotta love them from over there. It is what it is. And people, so you guys don't ask me. People always ask me why I always have 2 long nails. It's because I never carry my brush, and this is easy for me to go like this. So all my niggas who have beards, whenever you got a few hairs that are out of whack, this shit right here, nigga, this shit save your life. I'm not, listen, I'm not one of them dudes that be carrying wave brushes in their hair and they back pocket hitting. Y'all niggas go too far with this shit. Y'all go too far. But now back to the topic. I want you guys to understand something, right? Polygyny is no different. And then for those who like to say, but polygyny and it's a sin. No, because there is nowhere in the Bible that it says it's a sin. And for those who think that you know the Bible, or for this cause one man shall, first of all, I don't say one man, it says for this cause a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. Now I want you to understand, fellas, are you guys fully aware? Nobody, listen to me, not one of y'all, we got 30 plus in the building, none of you guys are practicing monogamy. None of you. Fellas, I'm gonna say this again. Cause fellas, see, and this is where I hurt you guys, because you guys don't want to hear the truth. You guys want to hear the beautiful lie. If you're practicing monogamy, you mean so you mean to tell me that the first woman you ever slept with, fellas, you still with her to this day? How many of you guys, put it in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you are still with the first woman you've ever slept with. Now remember, there's 2 parts, you see, because before you rush to answer that, there's 2 parts. Is she your first and are you hers? I'm gonna say this again. None of you niggas is practicing monogamy. Or you dating that chick, she has 3 baby daddies, none of them married her, but she's telling you she wants monogamy. How does she want monogamy when she has multiple children from multiple different men, but she expects... See, I don't think you guys understand what monogamy is. You guys don't understand it. So now I'm gonna say this again. There are some men who are fit to practice it. There are some men who are not. This is why I don't push it as hard. He goes, been with my girl for 10 years, but she's not mine. You see? Because people, let me, because some of y'all guys who, I know there's 2 of y'all. It ain't a bunch of y'all, but there's 2 of y'all who read the book and you like, well, the Bible, the Bible says. So you're a Bible thumper? Okay, great. So you tell me if this isn't the dumbest shit you ever heard in your life. No sex before marriage. Sex before marriage is a sin. If you ever heard that, put a 1 in the chat. If you ever heard that bullshit, put it in the chat. No sex before marriage. Sex before marriage is a sin. If you heard that before, put a 1 in my chat. If you heard that before from anybody in your life, put a 1 in my chat, please. Because, people, you ready? While y'all guys is, and some of y'all guys are going to stay quiet. Some of y'all need to stay quiet and just listen to the message. Because some of you guys don't want to expose your hand. Please don't. Don't expose your hand. Ready? How is it no sex before marriage? Listen. But the Bible tells us sex equals marriage. could stop the stream right there. I could stop the stream right now and I'm already cooking. How can the statement be true? No sex before marriage is a sin when sex equals marriage according to the Bible. You see, y'all gotta stop changing the Bible. Y'all gotta stop changing the words. And what you're doing is a sin. You're gonna go to hell for that. But I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Because you're not supposed to change the words, add, put to, and remove anything of that nature. He goes, true. You making feel uncomfortable. They don't want to type. Right. That's fine. If you're uncomfortable, don't type. Just listen. Because today I'm going to give you information that maybe you never heard before. But today you're going to hear it. And it's fine. I am here to... people, hear me out. When I tell you guys... He goes, nah, he's giving the ultimate game. Because people don't want this. People don't want this truth. And most people... Whew, I'm doing a whole nother video for that. Yo, if y'all new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, y'all. We got 40 in the building, 7 likes. Hit the like button. Now hear me. I want you guys to understand something, right? So sex equals marriage. Cool. So that means that, and I want you guys to understand, do you guys know what an adulterer is? Do you know what being an adulterer is? Because some of you guys don't understand it. Some of you guys don't understand it, and I gotta stop letting Google try to change the words. Because if you read the word, an adulterer is somebody who's married. If you're engaging with somebody who is single and available and has no partnership, no ties, that is not committing adultery. Adultery is you sleeping with another person that's married. You guys don't read. This is the problem. You guys don't like to read. But now, I want to get into this video because this is very important. And this is the reason why I'm going to show you guys why women will have the hardest time accepting polygamy, and the way the men are practicing it today. Let's be clear. The way men are practicing it today is incorrect, fellas. Now, all right, I gotta say this before I dive into the video. I'm sorry. I gotta lay all this out so you guys understand where I'm going. The book says, if a man lies with the man the way he lies with woman, that is, you already know. So that means that the same also goes for women. So now hear me. Now you being a man that has 2 women, but the 2 women are having intercourses with each other and intercourses with you, that is not the practice. That is not polygyny. That is polygamy. That's you guys just satisfying your lust. That is not what I talk about. That is not what I push. And this is the reason why. Women have a hard time understanding this, because if it's somebody who's a sister wife, she's supposed to be your sister, my wife. So you guys are supposed to operate like sisters while y'all both are my wife. Because even concubines, people don't understand what concubine is. A concubine is a lower tier wife, which is a woman that gets all the benefits of being with you when she's with you. Y'all missed it. Shivering right over your head because you guys don't read. I'm gonna say this again. Fellas, that's like a woman who comes to me. Let's say she's a super busy woman. She don't got time. She don't have time for most men, but she don't want to run her body count up. And she hits me up. But every time she comes with me, I take care of her like she's my woman when she's with me. Y'all guys don't understand this, man. You guys don't understand this. And what I need y'all guys to understand is, once again, guys out here, they wanting to practice polygamy for lust purposes. It's not for godly purposes. But let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. Coach Greg, take it away. Coach Greg.
All right, we have polygamy on the menu right here. Let's start off with this gentleman right here. We're not going to play the music, but take a look at what brother got right here. And we got a skinny man, a player, and look what he has on deck. Whoa, wait. Y'all can't even, y'all hope y'all find a woman in shape, bruh. Y'all can't even find a woman that is in good physical condition. All right, all y'all got is slop-a-lot, gorditas, and women.
Hit the like button, y'all. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel, y'all.
Y'all can't even get a woman. Y'all
turn on notifications.
Pussy at this particular point. This is where we at. This is where we at in our society right here, bruh. All right, this is y'all losing the battle. You can't even. I hope I get a woman under 130 pounds. You can't even get a woman under 130 goddamn pounds. All right, that's where we at. All right, we got a full mountaintop of gorditas. Shout out to the gorditas here, and of course the skinny nigga. All right, it is what it is. All right, that's what you got going on. I hope I can get a woman and marry her under 20, 21, 22. All right, not today.
If
fellas.
it's too low, y'all let me know I can raise it.
This is what y'all got. And if you a low-level ninja, if you a catfish of the dating marketplace, if you a black man, if you a Latino man, a brown-skinned man, you about to get nothing but garbage out here. That's what you about to get, garbage.
Now, I will say this. He goes, no cap, man, real talk. He goes, I jumped in a relationship, and I'm just trying to navigate through life, fellas. What do you say out here? It ain't for the weak. I hear you. Even though I know you misspelled some things, but it's cool. I want you guys to understand, fellas. Hear me out. You ready? You heard what Coach just said. There's nothing but garbage out here. We're going to get into that in a minute. But I want you guys to understand. Fellas, I'm going to let him talk. I ain't ready to offend you yet.
All right, you ain't getting nothing at the top of the market. You getting all bottom of the marketplace, more than likely. And you got to turn shit. You got to pour syrup on shit and call it pancakes.
Yep.
That's where you at this particular moment. And you can't lie. You're going to have to come out here and have, you're going to have lethal game out here. Not to get, I mean, you can't even find women that ain't a little shaped like this out here, brother. Shout out to these women out here. But there he is right there. Shout out to that guy right there with those beautiful women. But we do have another brother out here that says he has 5 wives and 11 kids. He's going to tell us a story. There's music in the background. And this might get sniped if it's on the TLC. Is this the future? You know, is this Isaiah 4:1? Is this something that you guys would find that you need in your life, or do you find this to be one?
Listen, y'all, pay attention.
Right, so we'll play the video right here. Fair
Hit
use.
the like button, y'all.
You get 5 wives. It just happened over time because, quite frankly, I was cheating on all of these girls at the same time, and I was missing out on my kids. I've always been a multiple girl type of guy, and I was like, look, I can pull this off.
Hi, CTV. This is our...
I want you to, fellas, you have to learn how to listen to, fellas, you have to learn how to listen to words. Fellas, I'm not talking to the women right now. Now I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass because a lot of you guys, you sound like this, but if you're gonna hear a lot of contradiction in this video. I am here to offend you. If I offend you, I've done my job. I want to be clear. Let's keep going.
Okay. All right. It's Scene TV. I don't know if this is going to mess up the stream, but take a look at what he has. All right. He has a black man's dream. He has no black women. He has thick white women, pale skin, porcelain skin white women, and gorditas. All right. This is a heaven right here.
Now, I'm going to let...
Not a skinny woman in sight. Them women all look fertile and plump. All right.
He said not a skinny woman.
Look at them cankles in here, man. All right, we got 3 Latinas and a Poggy porcelain.
He said, all right, hold on. He goes, I see what you're saying, Paige. He goes, all right.
White woman. All right, I'm in heaven. All right, so if you're gonna get multiple women, what is the likelihood that you'll get all attractive women? All right, Slim the Nun and Slim just died. For those that want to practice polygamy or polygyny or any poly relationship, to be frank, you're not gonna get all attractive women at all.
Now, I want to start with that. One, fellas, polygyny is not about attraction. It's about necessity. It's about purpose. Every woman's supposed to serve a purpose. That's why if you see on the thumbnail, I have a guy with 2 supermodels. There's a reason why I did that. Because a lot of you guys think that's what polygyny's supposed to look like. Now, I gotta say this. He's my brother. This is my man. So I'm gonna show him the respect. But at the same time, I gotta take what he said on a live stream and I have to help you guys understand. So my brother Hocus 4/5, that's my brother. For those who know who Hocus 4/5 is, that's my brother. Ask him about Casual. Ask him about Michael May. This is my brother. Like, his brothers kept me safe. Like, trust me, hear me. One time he was on live stream and he was like, yeah, yo, me, man, that's what I want to do, man. I want to have me 2 bad. I want to have me 2 bad chicks. See, that is where the lustful thoughts come into place. Because he's thinking of it in a sexual way. Oh, I want to have 2 bad chicks to be laying up next to me. I want to have 2 bad chicks. He goes, so you know who his... Who? So hear me. I know where his mom lived and everything, building and all. Listen, man, when I tell you that I know niggas, I know niggas. Trust me. You go do your homework and ask questions. But I want you to understand, when people go at it with that lustful eye, that's the only time I personally have a problem. Because that's where women are scared. That's where men scare women away from polygyny. Because you over here, I want 2 bad chicks. Now women are thinking, what does she have that I don't have? It's a comparison versus what is the purpose of this woman being here? Why is this other woman here? What is the purpose? Ready? Fellas, there are some women, fellas, I'm sorry. There are some women out here who they're not good. They not good about getting up in the morning and heading out to work and going to work a job. Some women really have homemaking skills. Some women really can keep the house in order. They cooking skills is A1. They taking care of the kids. And some women are not really meant to leave the house. Now there are some women who are super business minded. Do you see the benefit? Now, let's say between you and both of these wives, you have 6 kids, but you know you have a homemaker, somebody to be home with the kids, while you and the other wife are going out there. So now, not only are we providing for her, she's providing for us. She frees us up to go out there and do what we got to do and bring it back home. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all missing the whole purpose of the conversation. It's okay. You're offended. You're offended. I don't care. Hear me. I want you guys to understand everything that's wrong with this video right now. We're going to break this down. I'm telling you guys. He goes, I couldn't practice it because it will be lust for me. Not going to be fake. I appreciate that. Thank you. See, Prophet, but this is why I rock with you. This is why you my brother. This is why me and you talk on a whole nother level, because I can respect a man that understands it's gonna be lust for him versus responsibility. Cause fellas, hear me out. I don't care how many girls you have. Fellas, I see, cause I gotta say it the way I gotta say it, cause I already prayed it off and I said, listen, however you need me to give it, fellas, hear me out. I'm sorry. Fucking all the time ain't what y'all niggas think it is. Like, people, hear me out. When you're a man that's focused on trying to provide and make money, I promise you this, the last thing, your woman is gonna have to force you into the bedroom. She's gonna have to force you to free up the time to make sure that y'all guys get... People, I showed you guys videos last summer where some of these celebrities, their wives have it in their marital contract. He got to spend 80 hours with me a month, 160 hours a month. Now let me read some of these comments. He said, I don't want to practice it. I'm not in the right headspace. Thank you for saying that. Another person, Isaiah, says, I don't know, man. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like women never get along enough for the... Thank you, people. Thank you for your comments. Give me your feedback. He goes, you would have to either find them and they add to you. Now hear me out. You ready? Pay attention. Isaiah, I don't want it to go over your head. I don't want this, fellas. Listen to me. Who is the ultimate recruiter? Your wife. You guys don't understand, fellas. I'm gonna say this again. Fellas, you are called as a man to be a cultivator. If you don't know what a cultivator is, you are designed as a man to make everything under your care fruitful. If you don't know how to make everything under your care better, then you can't do it. And now, here's another thing. I always tell you fellas this. It's not written nowhere. Me personally, if right now you're watching and you're a single man and you like, I'm single, but yeah, I want to practice polygamy, you're already wrong. You want proof? Want me to show you the proof? I got you. Get ready to be offended. How can you meet a woman? You don't have no woman, but you meet a woman and you telling her you practice polygamy, polygyny, which is the only way I practice it is the God's way. But now I'm gonna turn you into a godly man. Yeah, I practice polygyny. How do you practice polygyny but you don't already have a wife? Now, I wanna comment this. Hold up. Before I lose train of thought, I see a comment. Hold up. People, you should already have a woman that's established. So if another woman you were to bring in, or she was to bring, there's an example. Fellas, how can you, fellas, hear me out. Watch this. Tell me how this sounds. I know a few y'all in the music industry. You walk up to Diddy. Yo, Diddy. Nah, not Diddy. Y'all niggas don't like Diddy. Y'all niggas don't like Diddy. No, hold on. Let's scratch that. You walk up to Jay-Z. Yo, Jay-Z, man, I'm nice, B. Yo, Jay-Z. You spin all this shit and Jay-Z goes, bet. Yo, let me get your music. Huh? Let me get your CD. Where's your music? Let me get your flash drive. Where's your link? What's your YouTube link? Oh no, I don't have it. I'm saying I'm good at music. How would you know if you're good at something that you haven't already? People, I hope I'm making sense to you. So you want Jay-Z to invest his money in something that doesn't even exist? So you want Jay-Z to go off your thoughts, off of what? But you have nothing for him to listen to. You have nothing for him to walk away and listen and think about it. People, how does that make sense? You guys, and this is the problem, a lot of you guys, y'all want people to believe in you without you even making the sacrifice to show people that you believe in yourself. So basically you are saying it's up to the wife to find. No, it's not up to the wife. It's not up to the wife. Because now I want to say something. Let's pay attention. Isaiah, let me pin the comment, y'all, because I'm gonna help people. I'm in no rush. You got me for a little while. I'm in no rush. I promise you this. So please don't feel like I'm gonna push you out or I'm rushing. I'm not rushing. Listen to me. I want to pin this comment. He said, or you would have to have them fall in love with each other. Now, pay attention. I always put you guys in this scenario. Listen, your wife has a best friend. You know that's her down. I'm talking in layman's terms so you guys can understand. That's her down chick. That's her ace in the hole. Ace boom coon. But every time she ends up with a man, she's abused. Different things happen. She doesn't have good luck with men. And your wife comes to you and says, honey, you know Sandra? Yeah? Listen. You know I got mad love. You know I love Sandra. I love Sandra. Yeah, listen. And I know you. I know who you are as a man. Your leadership. Look what you've done for me. I became a better woman because of you. I think if you lend your heart to her and allow us to take her in, I'll take her in as a sister wife. They're not in love. This is somebody that she already has care for. So if she was to come to you and say, I think that you can love her the way I love her. She's my friend, my best friend for years, XYZ, and I think that she could use the love of a man that you provided for me. I think that you could do the same for her, and now her children will be ours. Now, who remembers back in the beginning? Remember, what was the number 3 thing I said on my list, y'all? Who remembers what was the number 3 thing as to why men can't practice, why men don't know how to properly practice polygamy or polygyny? What was the 3rd reason? I want to see who was listening. For those who was there in the beginning, what was the 3rd reason I said? Cause now it comes up right now. What was the 3rd reason, y'all? What was the 3rd reason I said? What was the 3rd reason why I said this is the most important part as to why you guys, most of you guys, you cannot practice polygyny or polygamy? I want to see if anybody remembers, because I'm just going to keep rolling with it. What did I tell you guys? I said, you guys don't like to talk. Most of you men, you don't like to communicate with your women. So your communication is going to have to be A1. Fellas, you mean to tell me that you mean to tell me that you're not capable of teaching your woman how to talk with women? You want to know, would you guys like me to prove to you why you be full of shit if you think that you can't? Would you like me to show you guys why do you think you can teach your woman how to effectively speak and conduct herself with other women? He said, yes, I don't really like to talk. Right. Most guys don't like to talk to their woman. Ready? Fellas, who approaches who? Do you approach women or do women approach you? Now, in some cases, I do have women approach me, but in most cases, I will be the one approaching the women, right? Hear me. You have to learn how to speak, gift the gab, learn how to find information out about women. You mean to tell me that the ultimate tool God gave you, which is a woman, remember, I did the video on the 5 things a man needs before a woman, because remember, according to the book, no man, Adam had no one until he had these 5 things, and then that's when God put him to sleep and said, for this man should not be alone, because this man possessed all the different things. The man was in God's presence, he knew God's word, he was a protector, a cultivator, and remember, I showed you guys all this. There are things that a man needs before a woman. But the minute you have that woman, your greatest asset is your woman. Okay. Now, as Isaiah says, I went to my wife, but I had to let her carry the can because I needed to know what she likes and dislikes. That comes over time. And then here's, ready y'all? Here's another big thing most of you guys don't understand, and this is the reason why some of you guys, as you get older, you're going to struggle in your relationships. Women change every 7 years, men change every 15. And some of you guys never even heard that. Do the math. Do the math. When a man is from the age of birth to 15, he's one way. Once he's 15 to 30, he changes again. That's the finding himself stage. From 30 to 45. Fellas, if you listen to what I'm saying, you would see that what I'm saying is to be true. Pay attention, ready? 0 to 7. 7 to 14. Women are starting changing. They're going through things. Body starting to develop. Period happening. Oh, I like them boys. The tickling feeling. Oh my God. Right? 14 to 21. It's a whole nother. Then 21 to 28. People, what happens between 28 and 35? See, you know what it is? You guys don't seek information. You guys don't look for the same information that I'm looking for. No more kids. High risk pregnancy. Women change every 7 years. Are you built for that? I want you guys to understand. He goes, the woman came to me, but I hear you. He said, and then after that, you see, so now everything I'm saying to you guys, I need you to remember. I need you to remember. Now let's dive back into this video, because you guys, I'm gonna help you understand why, the reason why majority of women, and mind you, I'm telling you guys what's gonna happen. Things are gonna get so bad. This is biblical, y'all. And on that, I keep saying it. And on that day, 7 women will flock to one man saying, give me your last name to remove my reproach. I will take care of my own food and my own raiment. It's in the book. It's in the book. Why? Because men will become as rare as gold. Look what's happening now. Men don't want to take women out on no dates. You got women going out on freaking what's that dating thing where you go around speed dating? You got women all over the internet are like, where are the men? Where are the men? They're staying the fuck away from you. Because men are starting to understand they're gonna value their peace. Fellas, I need you to turn on your notifications, because I'm dropping different videos throughout the whole day. And I told you every day I'm gonna drop at least one video for you guys, and I'm gonna have them lined up for you guys. Fellas, hear me out. I want to play this for you guys. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I still want to play it for you guys. Nonetheless, I still want to play it, because I think it's only fair that you guys fully understand, because some of you guys may not. And it's very important for you guys to understand this, because some of you guys really, oh no, it's on this computer. Damn, I sent it. All right, don't worry about it. I'm gonna do a video on it. Andrew was like, ready? Andrew Tate was like, some of you guys struggle with women. Fellas, listen to what I'm about to say. Oh, I struggle with women. I have a hard time. Fellas, listen to me. If you do everything, you focus on yourself. In most cases, try to get your body right. Listen, fellas, when you make your money, women don't care what this looks like. But I would still say get your body right, because me being a 42-year-old man, I'm still doing it. I'm getting back into it. Get your body right. Get your leadership skills. Find your group of men. Find your network. Drive nice cars. Live nice places. Do nice things. Fellas, women are going to find you. Women, you're gonna have a hard time keeping them away from you. So your practice is gonna come once you become a better man. Y'all missed it. You missed it. Your practice with women is gonna come once you become a better man. Y'all missed it. I offended you. So if you struggle with women, it's because you're not where you need to be.
There's no damn way. All right. I mean, it's hard to get one attractive.
Let's get back into this.
Let alone 5. And looking at this particular picture, yeah, these women ain't bad looking. All right, but they just milly in the mouth. They're just average. And shout out to this guy right here. No jealousy, no shade. All right, but let's play the video here. We're getting introduced to this couple.
Same time, and I was missing out on my kids. I've always been a multiple girl type of guy, and I was like, look, I can pull this off.
Hi, see.
Now, you heard what he said. The reason why he ended up with 5 women is because he already had one. Fellas, his story's about to fall apart, and I'm going to show you why this man is a piece of shit. And it's guys like this as to why he was cheating on all of these women. Now, mind you, I don't want to give it all away. He was cheating with all of these women on each other, having kids behind their back. Now, mind you, he said he was always...
TV, this is our story. Currently, everybody that lives at our house is our 5 wives, including myself, our husband James, and 11 kids, as well as...
All right. I have to, the music's in the video, so I can't do this. I can't do it without the music. But as you can see here, he's taking care of his kids and his family and these women. Everybody seems to be happy. Shout out to them. It's something that you could do.
3 little babies that are on the way.
I'm legally married to Cant. We were together since 2012, and we stayed together until 2023.
Now, fellas, pay attention. Pay attention. He is legally married to this woman right here. He is legally... Now, fellas, do you look at this guy? You see how skinny this dude is? You see how this guy... People, hear me out. I'm going to say this again, fellas. I'm going to say this again. I want to say this again. Fellas, us as men, we get better with time. If you see him now he got his long hair, he's fit, he got his muscles, now he's come into himself. But this woman here, this is his first wife. They've been together for 10 years. Now listen, here is the lie. I've always been a multiple women, so why did you get married? Fellas, listen to me, because you guys don't like to listen. Listen to me. How are you I've always been a multiple women kind of guy. So why did you get married to this woman at this young age? You've always been with her, right? Now look, if you look at her, if this is what she looks like at a young age, you already know what you're getting. You already know what you're signing up for. So she's not going to blossom into a Jennifer Lopez, right? But now hear me. This is the problem. So he's been cheating on this woman for the whole duration of the relationship. This is why women are always going to have a hard time, because it's piece of shit men like this who sit here and they lie to women. They're fabricating a story. Fellas, hear me out. Do you know what happens when I can talk to women? They understand who I am, my situation, and I don't have to lie. I don't have to lie. I don't have to, fellas. In some instances, my wife is smarter than me and seeing things in women before I do. She'll be like, "Oh, did you see that? Look, whoop. No, thank you. No, thank you." Fellas, I want you to, but now listen.
Before I decided to
see, look, now if you look at him, look, his face came in, his hair came in, now he got the muscles, he got the chest, but this is not, fellas, hear me out. This is not who he was. Let me tell you what happened. As he was growing himself, getting his muscles, finding his appearance, women started finding him attractive. So this is his main wife. So women started finding him attractive. That's when he fucked up. Now I'm gonna say this to you guys, and I'm here to offend you. Remember, I'm here to offend you, fellas. I'm here to offend you. I'm here to offend you. The problem is this: a lot of you niggas ain't never had no pussy in your life. You niggas is one good head game job away from fucking up your whole life, because you guys never had success with women at a young age. You don't know how to control your dick. That's not my problem, fellas. That's not my problem. Fellas, that's not my problem. And the problem with you dudes is this, like him, he didn't know how to control himself. So now he got, mind you, if you look at all his women, they're big women. They're big girls. They're not supermodels. So that's a clear sign, fellas. It's a clear sign that this guy is not accustomed to dealing. He goes, I don't know, sounds like little boy problems. You're not understanding. All of the chicks he's dealing with is big women. That goes to, you have to pay attention. That means he jumped at anything that showed interest because he's not accustomed to women being interested in him. So this piece of shit was married to her. Now let's continue. Now that's why I'm calling it out the way I'm calling it out, because I need you guys to understand something. He's over here tomorrow. I'm practicing polygamy, and this is the reason why women have a hard time accepting it, and women have a hard time accepting the truth, which is polygyny, a man having more than one wife. Because if a man is practicing polygyny the right way, the benefit goes to the women and the children. But let's keep going. Pay attention.
Fully become poly. Quite frankly, 3 years ago, I didn't even know what being poly was. Like,
listen, quite frankly, up until 2 years ago, I didn't know what poly was. People, are you listening? People, this is why women are gonna have an extremely hard time, because what happens is this. Ready? Hear me out. And this is why I tell you, men, fellas, if you're under 30, why are you dating? If you're not with that chick, fellas, hear me out. I always tell you, if you're 21 and your girl is 21 and you know your girl is this hot, and fellas, I don't care how good you look. I don't care if you win the genetic lottery. Hear me. If you 21, her 21 is right here. Your 21 is right here. You still at the I ain't shit level. You're 41 and her 41. If your lady was with you at the peak of her hotness, when it turns like this, I truly believe that you owe her your peak. And what tends to be a man's peak is a financial peak. It's a financial peak. You guys, ready? I want you to understand. A woman's loyalty is tested when a man has nothing. A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. So if a chick was with you during the grinding period, and see, look, now you're going up in age. Now your money's going up. What tends to be a woman's agency is her looks. Fellas, if you got a bad chick from young and she's stugging it out with you, guess what the fuck you're gonna have to do? And I've always said this too. I think a woman should have a contract on. If a woman is young and she's hot, I think that there should be like an automatic severance package. And I'm not saying after no year, whatever. If a chick is with you, whether she's married to you or not, and you guys are getting older, and now she's losing her number one agency, to leave her, I think you should pay her $400,000, $500,000, $500,000. Why? Because now your peak is here, fellas. If you're making money, you're tall, you drive nice cars, nigga, you could be fat as fuck. They gonna love you. Biggie Smalls. You never heard of Biggie Smalls? You ain't never heard of Beanie Siegel? Hold up. Let me guess. You never heard of Big X the Plug? People, the women that throw them and say I'm the biggest, the largest, I'm running. Rick Ross, you never heard of DJ Khaled? People, your weight as a man doesn't matter. It helps you, but fellas, I already showed you the video where I showed you the studies. Most men that are fit and in the gym, they're broke. Because you have to spend most of your time in the gym. And most gym enthusiasts, them niggas is broke. So now, when he came into his looks, his physical appearance, women were attracted to him. Now, he said DJ Khaled's wife is mid. I'm gonna say this again. I said this in the beginning of this video before I played this video. Fellas, practicing polygyny or even having a wife, let's just break the layers down. A man who makes money will go down in looks to go up in cooperation. Ready? Y'all never seen Iron Man? You never seen Iron Man. You never seen Iron Man smashing all the bad chicks, But the woman that stood the test of time was Pepper Potts. She got promoted to CEO. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's wife. I think Snoop did it right. The woman that's been there, he said, I don't know, Pepper fire low key. She's not what most typical, cause see fellas, hear me. You guys associate having money and all this status with a beautiful woman. That's not the case. Most men will go down in looks to go up in cooperation. That's why most wealthy men, their wives aren't super gorgeous. But if you watch how the wives move, you be like, damn, nigga, I need me one of those. Cause you guys want a girl to be like, now I'm not saying you shouldn't be attracted to your woman. I'm not saying that. You should be attracted to your wife. What I am saying to you is, if her looks is all you're looking at, you're gonna lose. But let's keep going, because this gets worse, y'all.
I said I was doing a lot of cheating. Even though I was with Cam, and I got with these other girls, I never stopped loving her. But I also had in my heart, feelings for these other girls just as strong. I was tired of hurting girls in the way that I was. I was getting older. Also, I have kids involved. So I wanted to mature up. Up until that point, I thought the option was monogamy, staying single, or cheating.
All right, so that's a good point he's making here. I'm going to tell you, man, I got to the point where...
Mind you, if you look at him, y'all, when he was married, he was skinny, skin and bones. He was nothing. She stood with him during the change. Now he's fit, he getting muscles, he got his little look, his hair's growing in, and women started coming for him. That's when the cheating happened. This is why most women will not be able to accept polygamy or polygyny, because most of you men do it incorrectly. Fellas, hear me out. Listen to me. Fellas, I always tell you guys this. You want to know the number one way? Shout out to Ringo too. Ringo been saying this for a long time. Shout out to Ringo TV. I've been saying this. You want to see if a woman is truly a woman of God? I'm a woman of God, and I put God first before everything. Ask her. Okay, cool. That's wow. That's amazing. Woo, girl, we vibing. How do you feel about polygyny? What do you mean? A man having more than one wife? Oh no, that's a sin. Listen, fellas, you have to listen to what she's saying, because if she doesn't believe in polygyny, how is she a woman of God? But guess what? She believes a man should die for his woman. She believes a man should provide for his woman. She believes a man should cultivate his woman. She believes everything else in the book but polygyny. Run. Cause what she's telling you is she wants you to conform to her belief. Last time I checked, you're the leader of the home. You're the priest of the home. Unless the Bible changed, people, unless the book changed, somebody got to show me the verse and chapter. Show me the verse. But last time I checked, the man's supposed to be the priest of his home. Y'all niggas don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me. Let's keep going, though. Pay attention. Class is in session. Shout out to Ringo.
That I'm non-monogamous, and that I refuse to pursue any relationships under the umbrella of monogamy. Meaning that one of the first things that I would introduce is that there will be no chance at monogamy if a woman's pushing a relationship. So, I'm not relationship oriented either. But if a woman's constantly pushing it, I will have to remind her there will be no monogamy on my part. All right, so.
You see, even Coach Greg is not a man of God. Coach Greg says that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the Sky Daddy. He don't believe in none of that. Hear me out. Coach Greg even said, if I'm telling a woman, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to get in a relationship, but she's pushing, because fellas, the reason why women push you into a relationship, because it's a woman's job to secure her future. You can't fault a woman for that. But you know where I fault you motherfuckers? You're not honest. You're not honest. The same way this piece of shit guy that we were reviewing the video with the guy with the 5 wives, because he wasn't. Why couldn't he just tell his wife, listen, you met me, I was skinny, I was nothing, I was a piece of shit, and now look at me, I got muscles, and now women are attracted to me, and I'm not used to this attention. Why can't you just say that to your wife? Fellas, the other day, my wife came at me. I ain't gonna lie. I want to say I was upset, but I wasn't upset. Because the way she said it to me, first of all, because the way she said it, she didn't say it with the care I'm used to her saying it with. But she came at me and she said something. But I had to remember, she has the right to, if she sees that I'm fucking something up, and especially that there's children involved, she's gonna come at it in a different way. So the other day, I'm sitting here, I'm tired, my heart rate was racing, boom, boom, and she said, yeah, stop drinking them fucking Red Bulls and drink some more water. Now, my initial reaction was like, bitch, who the fuck? Now, I didn't say it out loud, but my mind, it went there. Like, who the fuck this bitch is? And I had to say, does she have a point? Because if she has a point, then how mad can you possibly get? Right? See, this is where the maturity comes in, because for her, I have an older son. For her, I have boys. For her, I have a boy here running around. So she doesn't care about my immediate satisfaction, where her job is to care about my longevity. Some of you guys wouldn't know how to process that. So you know what I said? It was like vinegar. It was like fucking. It was like vinegar. I was like, you right, bruh. When I tell you I fought that shit, bruh, woo, nigga, I'm fucking sweating right now, bruh. When I tell y'all that, boy, I fought it. I was like, but fellas, he said tone matters. But if you just listen, you'll hear what's right. Sometimes people, if she would have said, Bob, but maybe you gotta stop drinking water. Drink more water. It's healthy for you. I'd have been like, man, shut the fuck up. But she was like, yeah, maybe you stop drinking all them fucking Red Bulls. Now, she didn't add the curse because she don't curse. Maybe stop drinking all them damn Red Bulls and have some more water. You wouldn't be having them issues. And listen, I was like, in my mind, I was already singing To the End of the Road. In my mind, I'm singing It's So Hard to Think About It Yesterday. Cause I'm like, funeral arrangements. How am I going to explain this? But I had to remember, that was from a place of love. Some of you guys are not ready for that. There are times that my wife would see somebody and be like, bah, she would be a good addition to us because, you know me, I'm getting into the fitness stuff. My wife wants to get, she always says, I want to look super hot for you. I'm like, Mama, you already look hot. She's like, no, I want to look super hot for you. And so one of her girls, she was like, look, she's bad. She got the body. She's in the gym. She's going to help me and fuck around. You'll see us being bad and it's going to motivate you. You see how the woman's mind, that if your lady's mind doesn't work like that, you in trouble. But let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
Some people don't agree with that. That's your own bag. That's between you and your own God. You might decide that that's an unhealthy way to live. But I thought that it would free me up for putting that up front initially.
Yep.
So he said, I thought I was only monogamy, single, or cheating, which does mean in effect that if he is hell-bent on having a family, that one of those things would put the family at risk. But
yep.
if he pursues it and says, hey, ladies, listen, this is what it is, and the ladies agree to it, then it's a fair game.
Yep.
I think this is fair at this particular point. Not saying that
at this point, now it's fair. See, now though I understand, Coach, it's fair now because he had to come to the conclusion later. But now watch, listen.
Okay. Fair. All right, so here we go. And as long as they're able to support these kids financially without my taxes going to it, we'll see if that's possible.
I didn't know that there was another form.
He actually sent out like a mass text message to all of us in the same group chat, telling us all like how he was sorry, but he wanted to be with all of us, and he was already with all of us. It was very hard, and I was really caught off guard. At first, I was not for it. I've been dealing with him for my...
Listen to words, people. She said at first she was not for it because he threw this on her. He threw this on her. This is why, people, hear me out. Listen to me. If I'm committing a crime, if I'm robbing banks, if I'm selling drugs to provide for my family, just because I'm providing for my family doesn't make it right. I'm still selling drugs and robbing banks. People, you cannot commit a wrong to make it right. That's not how this works. So this is now mind you, I already know something's gonna go wrong at some point in time. Something's gonna go wrong at some point in time. Why? Because this foundation wasn't built on truth. Now, who does have the upper hand is her, because she's married. And I hope he ain't, and in certain states, they're going to come and get you. But I want you guys to understand something, right? For your wife to have to conform to something that, if you're not damn near all the way in the beginning of explaining that to her, you're wrong. Because for you to throw this on your wife after you're married to her, after you guys been together all these years, now all of a sudden you're cheating on her, and now you're kind of forcing your wife to say you either deal with this or go. This is where I think this is wrong. And this is where I think her as a woman, she fucked up. Because she was supposed to say, nah. See, because had you came at me from the beginning, man, mind you, listen to me, y'all. He lied. He said, I was always like a more than one woman. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Because you wouldn't have married her, and she would have had a thorough understanding of that. People, if you listen to how people are talking, people, hear me out. Some of y'all may be like, yo, true. How do you understand these things so well? You want to know why? Because I've been involved in the courts. And I understand how the court will look at something. And I look at everything in my life like if it's in front of a jury of 12. Because you guys got to understand, if I was a judge and I was this lady's lawyer, I would pick this video apart the same way if she was to file for divorce. I met him, we went together years. We got married. He wasn't with multiple different women. He grew into look at his hair at their marriage. Look at this nigga's hair. He got a hole like a goro right here. He got a dent in his head. He grew into who he is. And because women started finding him attractive, that's when he stepped out on his wife. He is wrong and she's dumb for staying for something like this. Let's just be frank.
My entire life was cheating, but after a while and talking to him and communicating with him a lot, and I just love him so much that I wanted to make him happy and I wanted to make this relationship work.
Stopping right there for fair use purposes to offer criticism and commentary.
Yes.
Guys, I think this is possibly, we're doing this anyway. So anybody that thinks we're not doing this and they find this to be weird, if you're a woman and you find this to be weird, guys, we're doing this off paper anyway.
Right.
We're not even practicing monogamy at all. We don't even practice the real authentic monogamy at all, which is one partner for life.
Right.
We can't even stay married and divorced. We go fully legal with the person.
And fellas, listen to me. If women are the one that be like, I want monogamy, fellas, are you aware that women tend, when they're single, they're sleeping with multiple different men at a time, but now they're in a relationship and they want monogamy? Fellas, who is this woman kidding? Fellas, who are you kidding? I'm gonna say this again, fellas. I keep telling you guys, there's only two options you have in life. Shout out to Coach Greg. I'm gonna keep pushing this till I'm blue in the face. You could either love women or understand them. I happen to choose to want to understand them, because understanding takes me a whole lot further than loving any day of the week. I'll say this again. Women are dating and seeing multiple different men, sleeping with multiple different men, going on different dates with all these different men. And then she has the audacity to ask for monogamy. Stop. But you know what it is, fellas? I'm gonna say it again. You pussy. You scared. You scared of her. Oh, but I want to hit, and I want some ass. That's the only reason why you deal with the shit you deal with. Throw that bitch in the garbage. Fellas, because you want to know why? You want to know how you know when a woman is serious and she's really about you? Text her right now and see how long she takes to respond. Oh, you know what? I always tell you guys, the trick is this. When you know she's free and she's out of work, call her. If she doesn't answer her phone, you already know the situation. Fellas, hear me out. I've had women answer the phone to me that were not my woman while they were in the gym. Hey, let me hit you right back. I'm in the gym. FaceTime. Hey, I'm in the gym. Let me hit me back. That's respect. That's respect. But when a woman, when you know she's out of work, you know she's free, and you call her and she don't want to answer that FaceTime, she don't want to answer that call, you want to know why? Because she can engage with multiple different men through text. But if she's FaceTiming you, she has to give you her concentration. Tell me I'm lying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. You can't.
And then boom, all right, blow it up. And then you're with another person and you're celebrating your schizoidism. You're celebrating the fact that you can't meet. So we're already doing this, and there's already an 80-20 rule, and you will find that if a man has value, or the woman sees him as a leader, value, money, stat, whatever it is, they'll pile in like this. Even if it's separate apartments and a man's got a girl here, they'll do this all day long.
Now, I do want to say this, fellas. Hear me. Now, the only thing he is doing correctly is he does have all of his women living with him. That's the only thing I want to give him credit for. True, why you give him credit for that? Because here, listen, fellas, I showed you. The book says, and on this day 7 women will flock to one man, saying, give me your last name to remove my reproach. I will take care of my own food and my own raiment. Fellas, listen to the words. Listen to the words. Fellas, because there are going to be some women who are going to choose you even though you have a wife, but the women are not going to want to live under the same house. You are, fellas, this is why, like, shout out to all my Muslims, no offense to y'all. I read the Quran, I've even read I read the Torah. I want you to understand, there is no law that says your women are forced to be under your house. That is the best outcome. So you have the highest chance of protecting them all. At best, or at the worst, your women are supposed to be in nearby. They're supposed to be nearby where they can all get to each other if need be. But maybe 2 of them are comfortable living, and maybe one wants her own house. Cool. All you're responsible for is a woman's food and her raiment, her food and her clothes. So if it means that you gotta starve for your women and children to eat, God went 40 days. Hey, until that next paycheck comes, guess what it's gonna be? You can have water. No one's gonna die. I know plenty of folks who fast for plenty of time and they ain't die yet. As long as they have water, you be good. Have you a cup of black coffee, you and some water, you be alright. You gonna be good. Is there food in their raiment? But there are some women, fellas, who they have money, but they like you and they care about you, fellas, and they want to be a part of your family. Guess what happens now? Now there's more income in the family. The kids have multiple parents to protect. Now they have multiple homes, 100%. You ready? Watch this. Let's say, like, I'm having an issue with one wife. Now, she calls my wife. Like, hey, you know, I'm having a little bit of a hard time with him. You know, XYZ, can you just speak to him for me? XYZ, this and that. My wife's job is to keep that in order, obviously under my leadership. Hey, Pa, look, you know, King, look, I get it. But this, that, and the third, this, that, and this, and that, boom, bing, 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 bang, bang, bing, bing, bang, 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 bing, 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 bang, 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 boom. But that's practicing it the godly way. The way this man did it, he did it off of cheating. So his house is not built on bedrock. His house is built on sand. This is why I can't respect this dude. Because he made an excuse that he was never a one-woman kind of guy. But why did you get married? Because you was a one-woman kind of guy. And you were not used to the female attention until you grew your body and you got taller. You got all these muscles and the women came for you. Now all of a sudden you turn into something else. Ready? Let me ask you a question. Y'all hear me out. If I have any women watching me, they're going to laugh. They're going to laugh. Watch. And some of you guys too. Have you ever seen somebody that always wore like regular clothes, and the minute they got muscles, all of a sudden they wearing fucking super tight wife beaters outside, muscle shirts all the time? Like, my nigga, stop. You see, that's because you're not used to it. You're not used to the attention that women are giving you now. So now you all out of pocket, and that's where problems go wrong. That's where problems happen. But let's keep going.
So you would think that women would want a man all by themselves. They say they do, but in theory, we're not practicing this at all. We're practicing this, but undercover, not in one household. But especially those type of women you see there. Especially those type of women you see there. Okay, let me go ahead and show you. Which is, I think it's ideal. It's advantageous for them to do this. Where's the picture group of the women here? All right, here we go right here. We did find the group. Okay, especially these women. All right, I mean, what are they gonna do? Get their own man? Okay. Would it be better for them to get their own man and struggle with you niggas or be under him? I don't know what he does, but you will find that more women would be willing to do this. In fact, polygynous relationships far favor the women. If you want to play...
Coach seems to know a lot about God, right? For somebody who doesn't believe in it, right? And you heard what he said. Polygynous relationships far more benefit the women than it does the men.
Who's going to get the better deal and who's not. We can agree monogamy in marriage gives men a raw deal.
Yep.
But then when you look at polygyny, the women get way better deal than the guy.
Yep.
The guy gets a far worse deal.
Yep. This is why when y'all guys ask me, yo, True, yo, Michael May, yo, you practice polygyny. Why don't you push and help men understand how to do this? Because you guys are not ready for the truth. Being a man that practices polygyny, the benefit goes to the women and the children. And you guys are not ready for it. Some of you guys need to be monogamous. But here's the thing, ready? Some of you guys want to have your wife, but then you want to step up from time to time and deal with other women. Some women will understand that, but you ready? You still pussy. You still scared to have that conversation with her. Cause your face is gonna be like, no, I want a divorce. I don't want to be with you anymore. And then you're gonna sit here and be like, she's gonna take half and all this. But if you in the beginning were honest with your women, you wouldn't have these problems.
Though he gets this idea that he doesn't have to maintain monogamy, right? He gets to take that chip off the table and then have sex with multiple women, which does mean that he might have a limit to this, right? Like, how many times can he sexually satisfy and keep up with 5 women? What's the likelihood that he'll want a 6th, right? Or he'll have to go cheat on these 5 to go get another one? He'll be pretty much worn out. He'll be worn out.
And I said that in the beginning of the stream. Ready? You guys have to know your limit. You guys have to discuss it. You guys have to be able to converse. Ready? A sister wife. What? Maybe you and your wife. Like me, my son is going to be homeschooled. Ready? Me and my wife are going to go on vacation. We could leave the kids with the other wife. We ain't got to do no damn babysitter. Paying money to have kids, people watch out for what? Now today we want to have a date night. We want to go out. I can go out with this one day, this one the other day. Let's say I want to hang out with both of them at the same time. Could they get along so well? Their relationship is blossoming. They became best friends, X, Y, Z, this and that. We all going to go out and enjoy ourselves. We all going to go out there and have dancing, chill out, X, Y, Z. They could stay with the grandparents, the cousins, or whatever the case. But there's consistent watching over the kids. I don't understand. Let's keep going.
Now, let's go back to this part right here. Let me see. I'm going to take this down because I've been looking for this video to play, and I finally played it. We're doing this already. So anybody that is against this and you want to put your morality on top of this, well, I'm sorry. It's too late.
Yep.
We're already doing this in the dating world anyway.
Yep.
In the dating world, it already can see this already happening here. So let me play this real quick. Oh, give me 1 second here. All right. Here we go right here. So this woman right here is going to say the same thing. Let's play the video. All right, hold on for a second. Shout out to the sister. Let me give her some value. Give her some value.
There are more women on this planet than men. In the United States, we have about a quarter of our population in jail. Another quarter of our population identifies as LGBTQ. So with that being said, it is a nigga shortage out here. It is a shortage of available good niggas out here. So for all you bitches that think you deserve your own nigga, like your own personal nigga, like that's only yours. Like, okay, it's some women that do. But are you that bitch? Like, what do you bring to the table? To make you think you deserve your own nigga, and it's a nigga shortage.
Fellas, who recalls me saying this damn near every stream? I've been saying women are starting to wake up. Women are starting to realize I can't have my own man. I cannot have my own man. It's impossible. It's impossible. Because women are already making society I'm a polygynist. You want to know how? Ready? How many chicks are Drake dealing with? You mean to tell me that if Drake is dealing with them, they got to be fine. So that means that they're fine enough to get themselves a regular man, but they don't want a regular man. They all want Drake. So is it the men that are making society polygynous, or are all these women chasing the same man? So what that means is these women, hold on. Here we go. Yeah, we got one. We got one. Vince says God doesn't support polygamy. Old covenant or current. Okay, polygamy occurred, but that's not the same as being supported. Okay. People, let's go. Let's go. I love these people who think they know the word. All right, so let me ask you a question. He said God doesn't support polygamy. I thought God was perfect. I thought God was all knowing and all seeing and all knowledge. So are you saying that God made a mistake? Because I got people, don't let him answer. Because then I'm going to ask him something. Watch. This is what I wanted, y'all. See, because people don't read the book. People don't read the book. People don't really read that book. I got something for him. Whew, I was waiting for somebody to jump out there. I was waiting. Let's go. I'm waiting for you, Vince. I'm waiting for you. I'm going to give you a second. Something occurring doesn't mean the same as being supported. Okay. And then I'm going to show him a verse. Ready? I'm going to shut this shit down right now, y'all. I'm going to show you that this nigga does not read the book. People. People, don't go nowhere. I want you to watch this live stream assassination. Live stream assassination. Let's go. Let's go, Vince. Answer that question. So is God perfect, or what you're saying is he made a mistake? Because get ready. Vince, don't run, Vince. Vince, don't run. Don't run now, Vince. I need you to answer the question. I'm going to need you to answer the question. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to give him 1 minute, y'all. I guarantee you that nigga's going to be scared to get flamed. You see what it is? Because I guarantee you, he read the books of the Bible that his pastor in his church read to him. He didn't read the book for himself. So what's a fact? What's a fact? Don't just say facts. I asked you a question. Fact of what? Fact of what? Let's go. People, get ready for this assassination, because this is going to be an abomination. I do what? I do what? Oh shit, this is gonna be fun. Hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa. Lindos. Un besito. Thank you. Good morning. Socks. Okay, go. Go over there. So you said people, why is he speaking like this? He is what? He is what? He is, explain yourself so I could flame you right now with the book. I do though. You don't understand it. I don't understand it. Okay. So tell me, is God perfect or not? Are you saying that God made a mistake? Tell me yes, God made a mistake, or tell me yes, God is perfect and he knows all, sees all knowing and all. Let me know. Please. Ezekiel, stop with the verses. Answer the goddamn question. Because I got verses for you too. He's saying bring it, but he's not saying it. All right, Vince, if you're not gonna have a conversation, I'm gonna block you because you sounding real ignorant. You know what? Let me just do it like this. You ready? Watch this, y'all. I'm gonna flame him. Then I'm gonna let this dumbass nigga go talk to his pastor. So he's perfect. Okay. So where in the Bible does God, not man, where does God demand a man to take on a second wife? You stupid motherfuckers. Where does God demand it? Let's see if you know where it's at. You piece of shit, fake Bible thumping ass motherfucker. Tell me, where is the verse that he says, I demand it. It's in there. Where is it? Where does God demand it? Because it's in there. He demands a man take on a second wife. If he didn't want it, why did he demand it? Let's go. Where is it? Where is it? People, I'ma flame this nigga. I hate these fake fucking Bible ass motherfuckers. You know what it is? He's religious, y'all. He's a religious man. There's no religion in the Bible. God despised religious believers. He despised. When God said being a man of God is having a relationship with God. Oh, you think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? You want to see the proof? Hold up. I'll play it for you.
Giving is supposed to be natural. So you're saying religion is bondage? Absolutely. Listen, the number one opposition of Jesus Christ on earth was never sinners. That's right. It was religious people. I rest my case. Yeah. He never wooed or rebuked or damned any sinner. But he wooed and damned religious people. Why? Let me read a scripture for you. He said in Matthew chapter 20, he says, you Pharisees and scribes, you lock the kingdom up in men's faces. You will not enter, neither would you allow those who would enter to enter. Let me quote that again. He was talking to religious leaders. He said, you Pharisees and teachers of the law, you lock the kingdom up in men's faces. I mean, you didn't want to talk about it. He said, then you don't want to enter it. Then he says, you are also preventing those who want to enter. How? By giving them religion. Religion is the greatest opposition to the kingdom. It's the greatest threat to the kingdom because religion attempts to substitute itself for the kingdom of God.
So you ready? So you ready? So you ready? The Bible says there's a place where it's ordered, where if a man, listen, a brother is to take on his wife if he was to die, so that woman stays under the family's lineage. And that is an order, a direct order. No, you piece of shit, fake Bible thumping ass motherfucker. That's the problem. You don't know shit. Ready? The Bible. Remember, read it. It says, I hope you go read it. Find the scripture. I wish all men would be celibate like me and focus their life strictly on the Lord. Said I, not the Lord. But if a man was to take him another, keyword, another wife, The other wife's roles should not be diminished, said the Lord, not I, you piece of shit. Go read your fucking book. And ready? I bet you're the same guy who goes to church and you tithe. I'm going to tithe 10% to the Lord. Tithing is in the Old Testament. It ain't in the New Testament, but you believe in tithing from the Old Testament, but not polygyny. You fucking idiot, boy. I bet you a fucking virgin. Get the fuck out of here. This piece of shit. See, it's dumbass niggas like him. Get him the fuck up out of here. It's weak ass men like him. These shitty ass, Jesus Lord, and Jesus is my God. These fucking weak ass men. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now, Jason, you can have your own opinion. I'm not going to argue that, because I know what my truth is. I know what the truth is. You have to decide on your own. I don't care to get into that discussion with you. But this nigga said, didn't Solomon have... No, hold on. Hold on. I believe it was King David. Why do you think him having all of those wives? He was the king. God didn't damn him. The minute he sent this one man off to war to purposely die, to steal his wife. Now, true, why aren't you sharing the verses and chapters? Because I want you guys to go to the book. Reverse psychology, I'm bringing you to the Lord. I'm bringing you to the word. But hear me out. No. Get off your head. Get off your head. You're a big boy. You don't put that in your hair.
I already told you that's for girls.
So hear me. Ready? So now, he said, you have all of these women. Why would you want to go take this man's one wife? He was happy with just one. She was happy with him. He went and had to steal this one man's wife. He said, dude, if you wanted more, I would have given you more. But you see, it's cowards like this. See, at least Jason Huff said, God's not real. That's his opinion. That's cool. I'm not going to argue him. Maybe he's whatever. Jehovah's Witness, or he's what. You pick your own poison. It is what it is. But the problem that I have is you religious folks that's why I said in the beginning, I said, this is why women will never be able to understand polygamy, polygyny, which is God's way, because you guys are out here doing this shit for your flesh. You want to just sleep with different women where there's instructions on how to do this. But like I said, like I told this guy, so why in the Bible, I said, the same guy speaking said, I wish all men would be like me and just be a man after God's only heart. But he understood. He said I, not the Lord. But if you choose to take on another wife, let's find it. Let's find it. Let's find it right here. Bible verse speaking of man taking on another wife. Like I said, that guy that was just in the live stream, Vince, you could tell he was raised by his mommy. His mommy told him whatever she told him. Obviously, he didn't read the book. But let's go. Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. This verse addresses the rights and the responsibility of a man who takes on a second... People, I'm reading it. A second wife, emphasizing that he must not diminish her food, clothing, or marital rights. See, here's the thing. Y'all guys don't understand. Women know this. Women know that most of them are not even in the right to have their own man. Most women can't have their own man. Most women won't have their own man. Most women are not raised to be wives. Most women are not raised to be homemakers. But the problem is we got idiot boys. Ready? And here's the next thing I love. Oh, the Bible, they described it. They didn't prescribe it. This is the weakest argument. So you mean to tell me in the Bible where the part that says, listen to me, the part that says a man taking on a position in the church, pastor, deacon, bishop, they are to be blameless and be a husband of one wife. So why was that instructed? Pero coño, because y'all don't want to read. They are told specifically. Why? Because a man in power, women are naturally going to draw to that. They're naturally going to draw to the man of power. I'm going to say this again. Now, you ready? Look what you just said. Solomon, didn't his women turn his heart? Let me ask you a question. Who's the leader? Who's called to be the leader of the home? That's where your argument, see, that's where your argument falls flat on its face. Spaghetti. Your women are not supposed to lead you. You lead them. But what tends to happen is most men, they come across power and they believe that they become God. And they lose themselves versus staying in his presence. That's the problem. It's the same way when I see you dumb Bible thumping piece of shit dudes talking about the Bible says thou shalt not kill. First of all, I've had the privilege. Thank you so much, Freddie. Thank you so much, Spike, if you're watching. I've had the opportunity to speak to people who actually spoke Latin, who speak Latin. An older gentleman speak the actual Hebrew language. Actually had the actual Hebrew Bible. I want you to understand. It's not thou shalt not kill. It's thou shalt not murder. All the words are changed to fit what we want people to say. Because you ready? Last time I checked, the Bible says you got to eat what you kill. I tell you guys all of the bad examples that I had. I told you guys, I went deer hunting with my boys, and I thought it was just deer hunting until the deer came home. We sitting there, oh, look at this big deer. Oh, we killed this thing, boy. My shot, I got a mean shot. Until they cut that piece of deer and they were like, eat. I'm like, I ain't eating that shit. Bro, you partook in the sacrifice of this animal. You got to take at least one bite. You got to eat this. Because now you're not supposed to kill for sport. But if it's for you to eat, see, y'all guys don't know how to read the Bible. That's the problem. That's the next problem with you niggas. He said, yeah, you got to honor it. Because you guys don't know how to read. You know what it is? You got your English version of your Bible that came out in 2005. Are you guys aware that Elon Musk right now is revising the Bible? They're saying by 2032 there should be a new Bible out. They're going to get rid of all the old Bibles. Did you guys know that? Are you guys aware of that? Are you guys aware of that? Yeah, because y'all dudes don't listen. How are you supposed to be the leaders of your home if you don't know anything? How are you to be the leaders of your home if you don't educate yourself? So you guys make me laugh when you think that you know the Bible, but when you read it, you're not reading it properly. Because these are the same guys. Listen, ready? It isn't a description or a prescription, or it isn't describing. The Bible specifically says marriage is for virgins. Spaghetti, what do you got to say now about that, Spaghetti? I bet you he ain't got nothing to say about that. I bet you he ain't got nothing to say about that. And it's in the book. I bet you he ain't got nothing to say about that. I bet you he ain't gonna have nothing to say about that. I'll say this again. People, this is the reason why women will never or have the hardest time to understand. Because some of these women are single mothers. Some of these women could use the help of another woman and a man to overlook the family. But they can't get to their destination because I blame you guys. I'm blaming you, the men. You don't have the leadership. You guys don't want to talk to your wife. You guys don't want to cultivate your wife. So guess what? That's why it's your fault. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. Like right now, the actual pandemic happening in the world is single mothers. They're about to go away with Section 8. They're saying by the year 2030, the homeless population will predominantly be women and children. That's not a good thing. Same way how I tell you guys, how are you going to allow a woman who's 25, 28, 30 to say, I want to be courted? You guys don't even know what courtship is. The Bible tells you. You fake Bible readers, the Bible tells you. It tells you. And ready? You guys, now, I don't like this guy. Some of you guys may know who Creplo Dollar is and TD Jakes. I showed you guys last year in the summertime. These guys are supposed to be men of God, right? Some of you guys like these guys. I stopped watching those guys a decade ago. Hear me. How is it that now, last year, they just came out telling the truth about tithing? You want to know why? Because once they came out with the truth about tithing, they lost their congregation. Because I tell you guys, people go, the tithing, it's a tenth. It's a tenth of you giving the church what you do to what you use to make money. If you're a farmer and your farm is how you make money, you're supposed to give 10% of the crops. If you're a police officer and you go to your church, you should be giving your ability to protect the church. Be one of the security guards, the armed guards. Surrender your time to the church. It's not money. Because the Bible tells you, if you were going to give it in money, it's 30%. And now TD Jakes and Creplo Dollar came up with that last year. Where have these guys been? They quiet. Because once they came out with the truth, who's giving 30%? None of you guys. None of you guys. I've done live streams on this. None of you guys. I'm going to say this again because you guys don't read. But if, now fellas, now back to this. Why most women will never be able to accept polygamy, polygyny is your fault as men. because you guys aren't leaders. You guys don't have leadership skills. You don't have cultivating skills. You guys don't even know how to communicate properly with the woman. Yeah. Who said that he didn't know the word? Who said he didn't know the word? Who said he didn't know the word? What does that mean? What does that mean? That's why they tell you you're supposed to learn all forms. As a man, a believer of God, you're supposed to read the Quran, the Torah. The Bible directly tells you you're supposed to read other sources of information to understand how you would be attacked. What does that mean? It means exactly that. What do you, why can't you guys have a competent paragraph? A competent, Satan knows the word too. We all know that. It means exactly that. What the fuck are you saying, you incompetent motherfucker? What are you saying? Alright, this nigga he want attention, y'all. He want attention. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. He's out of here. See, people don't know how to talk. And they want me to give them attention. This is what we're gonna do. Bye. These incompetent, dumb motherfuckers can't even talk. They can't even talk. He can't even develop a full sentence. People, this is the problem. People, ready? At least spaghetti came. Solomon had 600 wives and he fell to idolatry and gradually turned his way away from God. But you know what the funny part is this? Ready? Spaghetti, look. Ready? Look. See, people, pay attention to the comment section. What it says here. Can y'all guys type out what are these two words right here? If you can see it right here, what are these two words right here in the comment section? It's turned away. Turned away. See, Spaghetti don't even know that I was setting him up. Turned away from God. So that means when he had his 600 wives, he was blessed. People, are you paying? People, this is why y'all can't play these games with me. This is why y'all can't play these games. Because you're using, listen to the words, gradually turned away from who? So while he was in God's presence, what he was doing was absolutely blessed. Y'all guys don't want no smoke with me. People, I keep telling y'all guys, stop listening to the little verses that your preacher tells you in church. Open up your book and read the book for yourself. A lot of your life issues are in there and you can solve all your problems with the book. I need y'all guys to understand that. Fellas, women will never get to this understanding because of you guys. Now you know this, right? Seeing how I just broke that down? Y'all see how the comment section is quiet? Hear me. People can't understand it or accept it. So Brooklyn, it doesn't matter. Because people can't understand it or accept it. So it doesn't matter. Because you do have to still understand the Bible. Because you don't want to be an ignorant person and not understand what you're reading. So you have to understand it. You have to understand it. Now, you may not want to agree with it. That's your own personal issues. Whether you agree with what's in there or not, that's your own personal battle with yourself. I'm not here to tell you how to deal with your battles. What I'm saying to you is you have to understand what you're reading. Because even the book itself says, seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. First, you need to get the knowledge. Then you need to understand the knowledge that you received. Then you need to have the wisdom to understand how to apply the knowledge that you understand. Wow, spaghetti got real quiet. Spaghetti got real. You know what it is, y'all? I'm happy. Yes, you're not to lean on your people. Hear me. When I don't understand something, I seek it out. I seek out the understanding of it. So you not leaning on your own understanding isn't speaking about the book. It's speaking about what's going on, especially in your life. And even in the book, you guys will read it, not understand it, and just keep on moving forward without having the actual understanding. So you ready? I'm okay with folks combating. I'm okay with having this discussion like spaghetti. But you know what? Spaghetti did exactly what the Bible said. When you hear the truth, it'll shut your mouth. When you hear the truth, it will shut your mouth. It will shut your mouth. People, I'm going to do more and more videos on this topic. Maybe not lives, but videos. Get ready for them. Because I want you guys to understand. You guys choosing to remember, you either all the way in or you all the way out, because even if you in the middle, God says you're out. You don't understand. It is what it is, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I respect y'all. I love y'all. Like I keep telling y'all guys, man, stop trying to thump with somebody who I don't have all the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but I have enough to know exactly what I'm saying and standing on principle. So when this guy Vince comes in and says what he says and sounds dumb, why would the Bible directly tell a man he is to take his brother's wife on if something was to happen to him, so she can stay under the family's lineage, which is the last name, and you are to bear a child with that woman? This isn't a thought, it's a demand. It's a demand from the Most High. Because y'all guys don't want to read. I can't help you with that. All I could do is shut down your argument. And if you're gonna come, like I said, if you guys want to have a real serious conversation, y'all gotta come with your information, man. Y'all gotta come with your information. Cause me, True Hall of Fame, your boy Michael May is right here in front of you. I don't play these games when it comes to the word. I don't play the game when it comes to my wife, and I damn sure don't play this game when it comes to my family. He goes, some people can also understand it and misinterpret. I'm gonna say this again. That's why I say this again. You're supposed to seek. You're supposed to seek. If you don't understand it, you have to seek it. You have to seek it. He said, nah, that's crazy, but you're right about that. Because people don't want the real information. People don't want information, they want affirmation. I keep telling y'all that. But I'm going to let y'all go, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next Man Talk. I'll let y'all guys know in advance. I'll post something the night before. But turn on notifications. I got a few videos dropping today. And I want y'all guys to tune in. We not playing, man. We not playing, man. It is what it is. I'll see y'all on the flip side. 1.